But one thing Kobe was right in the beginning is when he says human, because the humans was weak. There was what 3 minutes?
Nah, man, I'll just probably just call out some shit, or I'll probably just call late.
Alright, Shalom.
Shalom.
Supposed to give all praises up and over.
Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua, Ba'Shem, Rekakwadash.
And the honors be to the apostle, give us to the talk to the spirit. Feel the love and salutation to Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latin Americans, you are to Israel. In 2026, no fear prophecy, no blessed will be here.
It's Micah 4:1.
But in the last days it shall come to pass that the mountain of the house of the Lord shall be established in the top of
So,
the mountain.
so what's the house of the Lord, man? The Israelites. We're the house of the Most High, man. We're the house of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. So in the last days, which we are in right now, right? Which really go real quick. Go to Romans, the first chapter. Romans chapter 1, when the last day started, was when the time of Yahweh Shai. That's why when you go back and you read about when the 12 disciples and also Acts the first chapter when they asked, they said, Lord, when was thou at this time restore the kingdom unto Israel? You know, because the disciples thought it was going to happen back then, because those were the last days. Go ahead.
It's Romans chapter 1 verse 1. Paul, a servant of Yahushua Mashiach, called to an apostle, separated unto the gospel of the Most High, which he had promised afore by his prophets in the Holy Scriptures.
That's it.
Concerning his son, Yahushua Mashiach our Lord, which was made of the seed of David according to the flesh, and declared to be the son of the power with power, according to the spirit of holiness, by the resurrection from the dead, by whom we have received grace and apostleship for obedience to the faith among all nations for his name, among whom are ye also the called of Yahushua Mashiach. To all that be in Rome, beloved of the Most High, called to be saints, grace to you and peace from the Most High our Father.
Which Israelites, go ahead.
And the Lord Yahushua Mashiach. First, I think my power through Yahushua Mashiach for you all, that your faith is spoken of throughout the whole world.
Is that Hebrews? The first chapter?
It's Romans.
Hold on a second. Yeah, it's like in Hebrews first chapter. My bad. It's like go to Hebrews chapter 1.
This is Hebrews chapter 1 verse 1.
Right.
The Most High, who a sundry times and in diverse manners spake in time past unto the fathers by the
Which
prophets.
is going on right now, which where the prophets coming back in reincarnation. So we're telling you what's to come. And we're also telling you that soon the kingdom is going to be translated to the Israelites. The kingdom is going to be switched from the so-called white man to us. Because it's our earth and it's our earth to rule. And we're going to rule the earth under righteousness, under our power. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Go ahead.
Having these last days spoken unto us by his Son.
That's it. So the last days started when Yahweh Shai came on the scene. That's why it's going to say in Micah the 4th chapter, in these last days, Lord's going to set the nation on top. Because that's why the disciples asked the first chapter, when they asked me, said, Lord, when we thought at this time restore the kingdom unto Israel. Because they were looking for the kingdom to be restored back in those times. And that was 2,000 some odd years ago, man.
Right.
And we're coming back now to reincarnation looking for the same exact thing. We're looking for that same promise that the Lord promised Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, our forefathers, an everlasting covenant for the new covenant to come into fruition, which is going to come in this time, which we hope that it do come in this time, man. You know? Go ahead.
It's Acts 101. The former treatise have I made, O Theophilus, of all that y'all shall begun both to do and teach, until the day in which he was taken up. After that, he through the Holy Spirit had given commandments unto the apostles whom he had chosen,
Go ahead.
to whom also he showed himself alive after his passion by many inflammable proofs, being seen of them 40 days, and speaking of the things pertaining to the kingdom of the Most High.
That's it. Those are supposed to come in the last days. Because they thought at that time, that was the beginning of the last days. Now we're at the last of the last days. Going to what? 2 Nurses 6, and was it 6 and 4? Yeah. About Esau's integral and just being that follow. Also going to Daniel 7. You know, Daniel 7. Daniel 7. Daniel the 2nd chapter, dealing with the image of Nebuchadnezzar, of the 4 kings that was going to rule, right? So right now, like I said, we're at the end of this thing. We're at the end of this thing, right? So we're at the end of we're at the end of this thing. So we're at the 10 toes, the NATO and the EU, the European Union. So we're at the end of this thing. We're at the very last of this man's society of his system. You know, in Revelation 13, you know, the beast that was healed, which was rebirthed through the 8th. You know, just paraphrasing these scriptures, but what I'm talking about. You know, that was America. Yeah. You know, Rome coming back as America, man. You know, so we're here. we're at the last days, man. And these are the last time where we're gonna be on the bottom. We're gonna be the laughing stock of the world. Where the Most High is gonna put us up on top, man. And you see how Esau doesn't like glorifying, Jake as motivational speakers. You got dudes like Eric Thomas. You got certain guys that are able to speak, motivationally to you. And Esau, how you see Esau like to glorify them, the low people, the lower people, rappers and the entertainers, because that's what Jake is right now. He's an entertainer, man. He's a jester. He's a fucking mockingbird. He's a comedian. Yep. He's a fucking clown for the internet to be laughed at, man. But soon we're gonna be set on top. We're gonna take it serious, man.
Let me just read this real quick because you had just said it, and let me just bring this up. I think this is on point. But this is Romans chapter 9, verse 3. For I could wish that myself were accused, cursed from Hamashiach, for my brethren, my kinsmen according to the flesh, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory and the covenants and the giving of the law.
That's it. So that's the point. The Israelites are the adoption, right? So when you adopt something, that means you're taking it in. When you adopt a child, you're taking a child in. So in order to be adopted, that means you must be lost. So we were given the adoption, the covenant, and the promise. That's why when you read this again, we're right back to saints. Romans, the first chapter, who are Israelites, man. Right. People of both sides, because the world was made for us. The world is ours to rule, man. That's why when Jake get money, man, what the fuck? The first thing he buy, man, he buy some gold, man. He buy the gold watch, the gold Rolex. He get the gold diamond chains. He get the gold teeth. He get the most lavish. He gets all the nice designer brands, all them high luxury brands. All them high level luxury items and shit. Because why? Our people are luxury, man. Jake loves that luxury shit. Jake goes to the nicest restaurants and spend their money at the nicest pristine restaurants. Jake niggas eating gold steak and shit. Because why? That's how people are. We're attracted to luxurious things because we're gonna say we are a peculiar in a holy nation, man. You're a nation of kings, man. What did the Lord tell Jacob, Yasharallah? He said, "Kings shall come out of your loins." Yeah. So we come from a line of kings. We come from a line of royalty, man. That's why when Jake has money, he got money. Because Jake can't hide it because he got a royal black mentality, but in a wicked way, man. Yeah. And we get to keep having hype, we're gonna be dressing. We're gonna be fly as hell, man. We're not gonna be looking busted and disgusted and ashy and all fucked up, man. Like if you ever seen how when I used to speak to Africa and fucking Africa, them Hamitic chicks, they still come in here, so they could be chicks. But they put the shaper on the skin. And you see how the skin was gleaming and it was shining and shit, it was shimmering. After it was like a beautiful, you see how they skin, it was a beautiful fucking let's just say a polished brass, man. Like sardine stone. So like our skin is supposed to shine in the sun, man. It's supposed to give off a beautiful shine, man. And like right now, our skin is dull. They got black spots on it. We have black spots and shit. We have black spots and shit. We have spots all over our skin because we're not eating right. We're not getting certain nutrients in because how we're living. But the kingdom of heaven we're gonna be still on a higher level, gonna be shining, man. You're gonna know, hey, Jake, when he coming, man.
My kinsmen, according to the flesh, who are Israelites.
Who are Israelites.
So the Israelites will have the features of flesh that you'll be able to know that they're
Israelites.
Israelites, that they're Yashar. Who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory and the covenants and the giving of the law and the service of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai and the promise.
That's it, the promise. And what's the promise? The world. The promise that the Lord promised Abraham. The promise, man, that the Lord's going to love us forever. It was a covenant. And that first covenant was the law of circumcision. You're supposed to circumcise your son on the 8th day, man. of his birth, circumcised his foreskin of his penis,
Yep.
which represents cleanliness, man. You know.
Whose are the fathers, and of whom, as concerning the flesh, Hamashiach came.
That's it. So Hamashiach came for them. So
They said whom concerning the
flesh, who Yahushua came. Because Yahushua came for the elect.
That's it.
He came for the nation of Israel.
He came in a body looking like Israel.
Because Israel is also the elect, but there's elect within the elect.
That's it.
And that's the 144,000, the prophets, the 1/3 of the nation of Israel, who the Lord's going to deliver out of these last days, this turmoil, and set us up on top, and we're going to be the ruling class of the earth, and every knee's going to bow to the Israelites. Everybody's going to bow to us, and they're going to esteem us as the powers of the earth.
That's right.
Sort of our Lord Yahushua and King David, and the 12 on down, man. It's going to be a hierarchy in our kingdom, man. You're not going to be able to do what the fuck you want.
That's right.
You know, we're going to be the national anthem of the world.
Yeah.
You know, we're gonna be the nationalists of the world. We're gonna be the top. We're gonna be the top kingdom on the planet.
Yeah.
You know, and no one's gonna be able to take us down because the Lord set us up, man.
Who are the fathers, and of whom, as concerning the flesh, Hamashiach came, who is over all.
Yep. That's it. So that's the point. So that's the point. Yahweh, who's over all, came for them.
Yahushua, that's right.
The Messiah, he's over everybody. He came for them, man. So how the hell? That's what the point. How the hell vocab alone will tell the Messiah? That's funny too. Christians gonna try to tell you who the Most High died for, who the Most High came for. They gonna tell you what the Most High can do. Go read His word. The Lord said He died for only the Israelites, man.
That's it.
Can't get around that one.
Yep.
Yahweh blessed forever. Hallelujah.
Mm-hmm.
Not as though the word Yahweh have taken none effect. Have taken of none effect, for they are not all Israel which are of Israel.
That's it. Because just because you're an Israelite don't mean you're an Israelite, man. You know.
And this gonna get back down to the point you was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Neither because they are the seed of Abraham,
Not because not the seed of Abraham.
are they all children,
Mm-hmm.
but in Isaac shall thy seed be called.
That's it. I saw thy seed be called, man. That's it. So who came out of Isaac? You know, Jacob, man, who surnamed himself Israel.
So-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans.
And out of him, he had the 12 patriarchs, man.
That's it.
That is, they which are the children of the flesh, these are not the children of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, but the children of the promise are counted for the seed.
That's it, for the seed. So the children of the promise are counted for the seed, man. So if you don't come up with that seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you're not counted for the promise.
Because Abraham had multiple
Yeah,
seeds.
you don't get to receive this next blessing that's coming to the nation.
Right.
You
You don't
don't
come
get-
through Ishmael.
you
You
don't
don't come through anybody, Keturah, none of Keturah's children. You don't come, it's only the seed that came from the line of Abraham, which he pushed his seed into Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
And what came out of Sarah, that that son, not them, but that son,
Isaac, which was Yahushua.
that son,
Yeah.
his seed, his lineage, which went to Rebecca, right? That he gave to Rebecca. Them, out of the two, only one,
Yeah, was called.
Right,
It was
was
Esau
called,
because
right.
because Jacob and Esau. It wasn't Esau. It wasn't Esau.
That's it,
It
right?
was Jacob. So it was only one that was chosen to carry on the legacy of the nation of Israel, man.
And Jacob spread his seed between 4 different women.
And then when you get the 12
And
patriarchs,
that's
we get the 12.
the 12.
That's the birth of the 12 tribes. Minus the fucking Dan, man. We ain't
Yeah.
worried about Dan. They ain't our fucking business. We don't fuck about what Dan happened
He's
to Dan.
amalgamated between them.
You know, whatever happened to Dan, that's between
It's probably
we out in the kingdom of heaven.
spread out between
That
all
ain't,
the
that ain't
tribes.
even a fucking that ain't even fucking important, man. What's important is that the 12 tribes of the children of Israel must consist of so-called blacks, Latinos, Seminoles, Native American Indians. You are the chosen people of the Most High, and the Bible is your book, and also the word is yours,
That's it.
and everything in it.
Yeah. Well, that's why when you look, the world covered after us.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
everything.
look at the trees.
Yeah, everything.
Look how the trees grow.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you
In
look at
Afro.
you look at the trees and how
Yeah.
nature grows. It looks like the so-called
imitating
the
after
black
us.
woman's hair, man.
Yeah.
You know, it looks like our hair. It comes off. You know, even the earth itself tells you.
It blossoms.
You know, it's the point. You know,
It
grows.
don't. It don't drop.
No, it forms up, man. You know.
Yeah, animals like monkeys, their hair is stringy and long.
No, it
Dogs, stringy and long.
yeah.
You know?
Like you ever see
the goat got streak, but the sheep got woolly.
Yeah, it gets wool. That's what the script say. Yahweh Shai he had like wool.
Yeah,
and like
wool.
whenever you ever go see certain museums and certain
Land,
artists,
sheep.
they can shape the trees into an afro.
Yeah.
On the painting.
Yeah.
They can make trees and put the trees on the image. So afro, because it's already wild. Because it's already wild.
Right.
The tree remind you of fruit.
Yeah.
But look
without
at
even
nature tells you who the
nature
earth
itself.
who the earth was made after, man. It was made after in our image. That's what Scripture say, let us make man in our image and our likeness. And the earth also imitates us as well too. Scripture say, I will make man from the dust of the ground. What color is that? Fucking brown, man. Dark. You get all kinds of different colors of soil. It comes in all different types of colors too. You get really dark black dirt, get light brown dirt. You know, that's how we come in different shades
We
of
get some dark
brown.
with red hues in it.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us got red hues.
Yeah, it's brown.
But it's still brown because it says the Lord. But when you look at a sardis stone, it still got red hues in it.
So the Lord, so the Lord show you. You know, like you look at them trees right there. It got the little white little vine on it.
Yeah,
it looks woolly.
Yeah.
You know, like a rolled out thick woman's hair. You know.
For this is the word of promise. At this time will I come, and Sarah shall have a son. And not only this, but when Rebekah also had conceived by one, even by our father Isaac, for the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai according to election might stand.
That's just so they didn't do anything. They didn't do any good or evil, anything good or bad. But the Lord already had it set who He had chosen. So that's the point. So the Most High don't give a fuck. He already had it set before they came out on who was who.
Yep.
It was already. You go by Jeremiah. It was already predestinated before the womb.
That's it.
So all this is already set up in the heavens. Already wrote who was what. You know, Jacob was going to get the promise. Esau was going to come out first. Jacob was going to hail the hill of Esau. Before it said about that Esau is the end of the world,
pull him out
and
of
Jacob
power.
is the beginning of it that followeth, man.
Representing pulling them down out of power.
So right now we're at that place right now. You know, Esau is on top and we're on the bottom.
But our hand is on his heel.
But our hands on his heel, getting ready to take him down.
Take him out of power.
And then after we take him down, we're going to rule next, and we're going to rule forever, man.
That's right. For the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai according to election might stand, not of works, but of him that called us.
That's it. So it's not a part. So it ain't about what you've done. It's about who the Most High called you chose. So it ain't about nothing else. It ain't got nothing to do with anything else but who the Most High chose. Like look at Paul. The Lord told Paul, whose name was Saul. Saul of Tarsus, he said, Saul, why persecute thou me? The Lord told him, I have chosen me to be a vessel unto the Gentiles. So it didn't matter what the fuck Paul did, what that Paul did. Because he was already chosen to be the elect. So, you know, the elect can do some wicked shit. But he has already chosen. It's what the fuck
But he still was chosen. He had to pay for it. He had to deal with it. He got to get punished for his wickedness.
He did, yeah.
Right? The Lord punished him.
Well, he still was chosen.
That did just because he had to get punished for it doesn't mean that put him out.
And the scripture
that
say,
put him out of the 12.
Yeah, and that scripture say who
Same
can charge.
thing. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, scripture say who can charge anything to the Most High's elect.
That's it. That's right.
You know?
Who can charge? That's right.
So, you know, someone can look at you and say, oh, you're an evil person.
Right.
Who the fuck you to tell me that, man?
Right. You ain't
the Most High. Right. The Most High deals if I'm evil is good or not. And if I am doing wrong, but I'm still right.
And the fact that you opened your mouth.
Yeah, it's the side of the Lord because
because
I'm the elect. Like, right, going right reminds you that. Job.
Yeah.
You read Job the 18th chapter.
So you want me to shut the hell up?
You know, it's a double-edged sword dealing with Esau.
Yeah.
But when Job's friends were speaking about him, said this is the place of a wicked man. He was looking at Job because Job had wolves on him. Job was fucked up, and they was calling Job wicked, man. They was trying to wicked, and they was trying to charge Job as a wicked man, and that pissed the Lord off. This when you read the 44th chapter of Job, he told his friend, he said, go and get a sacrifice for my servant Job, that he may give a sacrifice for people unless I do what you want to see the Father. So, because nigga, you charging my elect with folly, and that man ain't wicked.
And that's the folly.
And that's the folly because you charged them with folly. Now I'm gonna charge you with folly, and that's what Esau done to us. Do you know? And that's what you say in Revelation, was 11 or 13th chapter oh, they're doing this.
So look at them.
Look at them. Look what they're doing. You know, they're doing this. They're doing all this. But bro, look, at the end of the day, them still my people, regardless of what they fucking do. You can't charge them unless I charge them.
That's it. That's on the Lord.
And it's on me to charge them what I want to charge them with, because you're nothing but man.
That's why he said they forwarded our affliction.
Yeah, they forward this shit.
They forwarded. They made it worse.
And that's what they say. The Lord, this is what the Lord tell David. The Lord said, "The Lord looketh not how man seeth."
Yeah.
So the Lord, I don't. You see on the. You see
the same thing with David.
Yeah, you see on the. Yeah, you see just on the man's perspective.
The Lord should have got rid of David.
Yes,
Right. So
yeah.
David should have been put out. Look at David, because he committed multiple sins.
Yeah.
And he committed some heavy ones.
Yeah, that's the point.
Right.
That's the point. Yeah, he did a couple things, but the Lord didn't charge David with it, because why? He loved, man.
Yeah.
The house of David means the beloved.
Yeah.
No, because we're the beloved of the Lord. We're the beloved nation of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua.
Right.
So that's what the point. So the Lord said. So that's what the Lord said, bro. You can't charge anything to my elect, man.
Right.
You know, you're not going to charge my elect with folly and already chosen to be special unto me.
Right.
You know, all you're gonna do is piss me off, man. Because you trying to tell my people, you trying to tell me that he with you, but he not. Who the fuck are you, man? This ain't the Yahweh shot. Saying to Yahweh shot. When Yahweh shot on the cross, he said, a bet for my Elias, what I forgot what he said. A bet for my. I'm just like, turn it up. When he said he called for Elias.
Oh yeah.
He said, let him come down and let him come down and save me if he can.
Yeah.
He's the son of Most High.
They said they called it. It's called the devil.
Yeah, no, they said they called for Elias. Yeah, it's Elias. Elias for Isaiah, basically. He's calling for, let the most, basically, if he can save him, let the Lord can save him, let him come down and save him if he can.
I can't remember how I go. Something about it.
So, and that's the point. They charge you how we shall follow. You know? But look what they end up doing to them. So yeah, that's what we're on the bottom. Yeah, we're the least other nations right now, and we are. You know, yeah, we're the most fucked up ass people on the planet, but we're still beloved. Like I said, we're homeless, but we're not hopeless. You know, in the sense
we really are.
Right now we are, man.
But no,
we don't have no home.
That's it. Jake ain't got no home. So even being here in America, even the Northern Kingdom, this is not our home. Yeah. Right? No. So really, to be honest, we are a homeless nation because we've been stripped from our home and we've been brought to a land that was not ours. Right? So our land, our home, others has inhabited it and taken it over and called themselves who we are.
Yeah, right? We're the wanderers in the future.
That's it.
Because look at Jake, because Jake's a fucking fugitive. Exactly. Jake is in every country. Jake's in Thailand.
Everywhere.
Jake is in Dubai.
Everywhere.
Jake's in motherfucking Australia. Jake's in motherfucking Russia, Turkey. Jake's in motherfucking parts, even some parts of Iran. Yeah. In Iran and Iraq. In all different descriptions was scattered amongst all the four corners of the earth.
It's Philippians 2:13. For it is the Most High which worketh in you both to will and to do of his good pleasure.
So what's the Most High to work with you to will? What does that mean? So it's the Most High that makes you do it. You know? So it's the Most High that works with his will on you. You know, like Apostle always says, and it's true, you can't make yourself a prophet. That's right. Okay. You gotta already be that, man. You know, it already gotta be in you, man. You know, it's gotta be something, it gotta be inside you, man. It can't be on you, it gotta be in you.
You gotta be able to promise.
You know, you got a lot of guys that they got the spirit on them, but it's not in them. It's a difference. The spirit can be on you, like Scripture say.
The Lord uses who he wants.
About Saul, he said, Saul is not also. The spirit was on him, but it wasn't in him. Because something that's on you can be wiped off.
That's right.
It can be wiped away. It could be, like, when you got, when you do windshield wipers, you drive in the rain, you can wipe the rain off the window. Right. But if it's in it, you can't get rid of it because you got to, it's in it. Yeah. It's hard to get rid of something that's inside and then something that's on the outside. So you got to be endowed in the spirit with inward, not just outward, man.
Verse 14, do all things without murmuring and disputings, that ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of the Most High, without rebuke, in the midst of a crooked and preserved nation, among whom ye shine as lights in the world.
That's right now. Yeah. That's right now, because right we speak the truth. We tell what's really going on.
Yeah.
You know, we give you the true knowledge of the scriptures. We give you the true waters of the word. You know, we ain't lying. We're not coming out of our own mouth and speaking these things. We come out of the Bible telling you what the Most High say, what the Most High didn't say, what He said, what the Most High made true, what the Most High didn't make true. You know.
Holding forth the word of life, that I may rejoice in the day of Mashiach, and I have not run in vain, neither labored in vain.
That's it. So they're holding forth the word of life. That's why when you read 2 Peter, it says that you have been called unto a lively hope. You are lively souls are called to a lively hope. And this knowledge is lively, it's alive. You know, so when Yahushua come, we're not going to be ashamed. You know, because we was doing the work. You know, we was found working. You know?
We're not going to be ashamed before He comes.
And that's the whole point. The Lord is making us blameless.
That's right.
You know, blameless to Him.
Yeah, because
So you know, that way when the Lord comes, you know, we went through our judgment. We went through our hell. The Lord, He refined His elect. He refined us. He made us better. So you know, He already chastened us. So now it's like, okay, whatever. Now it's done. Now you can do no wrong.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna be to the point that we can do no wrong to the Most High. So now when the world tries to come up at us as because they're going to be looking at us as evil.
Yeah, as evil, yeah.
As evil. They're going to be looking at us as worshiping Satan.
Yeah.
That's how they're going to be looking at us in their terms.
Yeah.
Right? So it is going to piss the Lord off because how are you going to blame my elect?
Yeah.
How are you blaming my elect?
Yeah,
They can do no wrong.
I charge them with no fault. You know? I charge them with no wickedness. You know, like we go back to Job. You see, Job, the Lord put His hands on Job. See, the Lord didn't charge Job with wickedness. He just did it because He was testing Job. It wasn't because Job was wicked, because He was testing him, man. It was seeing, you know.
Man sees things.
But see, but you said, Lord seeth not how man sees. So a man look at you in the front of the position, be like, oh, they're without. That's why the time when we was fled from 70 AD in the west parts of Africa, Esau found us, and they said, oh, they have no protection. Their God has forsaken them. The Most High is done with them. The Lord has forsaken His people. Right. The Lord said, "No, man, I left them alone, man. It's like, you know,
He's just not dealing with them. Yeah.
You have a woman, you tell her, hey, man, I'm going. I'm gonna come.
Just sit your ass.
Sit your ass down and wait, man. So nigga go around and fuck with your woman, like, what the fuck? Bitch, no one told you to do this. You know, and that's what Esau did. Esau came and he fucked with us. When we weren't supposed to be fucked with. Because Lord already was dealing with us.
Punishment.
You know? But it was also the Most High's will.
Yeah.
But if still the Lord's High gonna still charge them with that shit, because in the day, nigga, that really wasn't your right to put hands on that which was mine. Because that was mine. You touched that with scripture, you stole the apple of my eye. So you stole my fervent lover, man. Fuck, what you doing? I ain't tell you to take that motherfucker. You went on your own and did that shit. So now the fact it's found in your hands, you gotta be charged with that which comes with it, death. That's what we're going to trust Esau. That's why we're going to put us as captivity. And then we're going to go back to the top. Because we've been found in his hands, man. We've been found in the hands of who? So we've been found in the hands of the white man.
Yeah.
We ain't found no one's hands but so white man. So when y'all wish I come back, who got him? Where they at, man? Where do I go find the nation of Israel? More enjoyable over here in America. That's where we at, man.
Who rules this motherfucker?
So white. So it's on him. So it's in his hands. So now the dirt is on you, nigga. So now you gotta get charged for the wicked that you've done.
It's funny because the Lord let Ham get in for a minute and got him out quick.
Got him again.
He did his 8 years. He can't get back in.
Yeah, no, they fucked up over there and fucking the people Sudanese. They running around there ass naked and shit. Yeah, they done.
Yeah, I was referring to Obama.
Yeah.
He put Ham, the head for right quick before he came back. And he said, here, get these full 8 years. Get the hell out. Now let me put Esau back in because he got to be in power.
Because Esau got to be the face.
Esau
got to be the face.
He got to be the face of.
Nah, appreciate it. Isaiah 55:8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord.
That's it. So the Most High don't think like us, man. So the Lord don't think like man. You know, like I said, we only see things on a certain level, earthly level,
carnal level.
So we only see things on a sense like. So when the Most High, when something happens, you like, why me?
It's all fleshly.
It's like, oh, why are you doing this to me? But why not me? You know, why is the Lord doing this to me? You know, or what is it that's going on that I need to see that the Most High is doing to me? You know, a man gonna see it as, wow, this happened. You know,
That like you said. That's why we go back to our forefathers. That's why we read and understand the scriptures. That's why we read the stories of Job. We go back to Gideon 300. We go back to Yahweh. We go back to all our forefathers, right? Isaac. We go back to see Abraham. We go back and read their stories and their plights, and we understand, why different things happen. Jacob. You know what I'm saying? We go back and we remember, so that way when we go through certain pitfalls and down, we understand why we're going through it. We understand that they went through it. We go back and we remember what Paul went through. Right? What did he say? He was shipwrecked, what is that, a day and a night? You know what I mean? What did he say? He was beat with 40 lashes?
It's not to kill you.
Yeah, that's it. And Paul said, that's what Paul said.
Or he trying to kill you.
He ain't trying to kill you, he's just trying to refine you. Like the brother brought out.
We're not going to scripture say, no, I'm not going to leave you or forsake you.
That's it.
You're not going to leave without.
That's it. He never leave you a place where you can't repent. Because only the elect always have repentance.
He's never going to leave you. He's not going to leave you high and dry.
That's it.
Verse 9. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways,
And you don't know
my
how-
thoughts than your thoughts.
And you can't tell how high earth is to the heavens.
Yeah, you don't know. So basically, we don't know what the Most High is thinking.
You can't tell. Because you don't know where the hell does the heavens begin and end?
You don't know.
Because right now we looking on one side, we look at the earth and we look up and we see the heavens. But if we can look underneath the earth and go out, you'll see nothing but the heavens. So we don't know what's up, what's down, what's left, what's right. Because when we got to remember, we're inside of a globe or inside of a circumference, an earth. You know what I'm saying? Outside of this bitch is void. Right? It's space all the way around.
Darkness.
We out in space. We all in space. You know how they be like, oh yeah, we're gonna go out in space. Motherfucker, the earth is in space, bitch. You already in space, ho.
Yeah, you don't know where it starts and where it ends.
You don't know where it starts and where it ends. You don't know if it's up
or down.
or left or right. Because you can go out to the void and get lost. You know what I'm saying? Because there is no directions. There's no, you can't walk. No direction. There's no ground. There is no ground, bro. Right? This earth is just sitting out in the fucking void, bro.
It's possible for man to seek out the Most High.
So come on, man.
And Job said that. Job said, it's the Most High man that you can sit and talk to.
Yeah, that's
Is
right,
he
man.
someone who can reasonably, is he someone who can go and see what the fuck is going on the phone and have a conversation?
Exactly. In their arm's reach.
Is he, yeah, that's the point. Is he someone that you can, they give a heads
Reach
up?
out and touch it.
No, you don't even know where the Most High is at.
That with the Verizon thing say, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Hey, we don't know where the Most High is at, man. We can't locate the Most High. Now spiritually, we know where the Most High is. We know where he at, but we can't really. We don't know the destination of where the Lord is.
You don't know how to get there.
The Most High is, you can't find it. You know.
All right, back to Romans. But of 10 at the end of 10, I'm gonna start here. That the purpose of Yahweh Bashim Shai according to election might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth. Right? And what does the Yahweh say? My sheep hear my voice, when I call, they go coming. It was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. Okay? It was written. So like he said before, it was already set before there was, he said before anybody done any good or evil.
It was already set for one to be evil, one to be good.
Before there was any good or any evil, it was already set. Jacob I love, Esau I hate. Before I even said it, before anything was birthed out the womb, when I put him in the womb, this is the way I wanted it. I was gonna hate that little red motherfucker.
That's it, man. The question goes on.
He's the wicked. Right? What's that pursuant to? What's that? Malachi, the first chapter? Right? Esau is the border of wickedness.
Jeremiah 1:5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee, and before thou comest forth
Hey, that's
out
the
of the
point.
womb.
Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. I knew you before you was in your mama's womb.
He knew who was the righteous, who was the wicked.
That's it, right? Because he said them like that. sitting on his right or left hand up in the heavens.
Right. You're right.
See? So when you was up in the heavens with the Lord, you was either on the right hand or you was on the left. Right? And we know left represents wicked and right represents the righteous.
There was no coincidence.
Right.
It was already found. It was already written in the heavens.
It was already done.
Esau has his part to play in our story.
Hey, because like what Yahweh shall say, let our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. So the same way that it's set up in heaven is the same way it's going to be set up down here on the earth, according to the Lord's will.
And before thou comest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations.
You were sanctified and you were ordained as a prophet unto all nations.
I got this one here. This for the wicked. Proverbs 16:3. Commit thy works unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established. The Lord hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil.
That's it.
So people say, why is there evil in the earth? But the Lord did it for his own purpose.
That's it. And that,
To destroy the ass.
and that go back to Jacob have I loved, Esau have I hated. So the Lord made Esau to hate. He made Esau the wicked.
Yeah.
They were made to be that.
And that's what the people don't understand. The Most High is not made to be found out. He give you enough to let you know who he is. But you're not going to know every motherfucking thing.
They was made to be Epstein. He was supposed to do that. That's what they do. That's what they do, you know. Hey, because matter of fact, the Rib last night was watching this show on Lifetime, and fucking Edom, man, Esau Edom, motherfucking so-called white man, he had kidnapped his own fucking daughter, right? He raped her. Okay, the chick was blind. Hey, this Esau Edom to the fullest. The chick was blind. Dude seen her and raped her, right? Was raping her, and upon him raping her, he was a police officer, mind you. And upon her being raped, the mother, his mother, who was a police officer, rolled up, and she hey, stop that, right? He jumps off her, you know, after he done did his business. He jumps off her, runs away, and the mother literally saying, told the girl, say, oh, don't pursue it, you know, don't worry, he's gone, and he won't come back and bother you anymore, all this, yada, yada. The girl ended up having a fucking baby, right? The child, and then the mother and the mother and the son who raped her, the two cops, they kidnapped their fucking kid. You know, that's some Edomite shit, man. You know, and all this time here, they done kidnapped the fucking daughter, you know, and they sitting up here acting like everything is all good and shit, and going, you know, trying to act like they're helping her find a baby, and we searching for the little 5, 7, 8-year-old, and that's wicked. You know what I mean? But so the scripture say, well, how can he be good to himself if he can't be good to his people? Or you know what I mean?
Yeah. So
they just wicked as hell. They was just made in a TV show you. They show you their wickedness that they do, and they do it upon themselves. You know what I mean? That's what, they're just wicked people. All right. So that's why the Lord said, even if there is some good, you know, what's that? It's rock.
It's not all the way.
Yeah, the rust not all the way wiped away.
It's not.
Right? You can't, you know, even if man, no, man one can come and give you $1 billion and he can take you this or she can take you that, but eventually somewhere, something, that goddamn wickedness gonna jump in your face. He probably gonna ask for your booty hole, you know. He probably gonna try to get you to do some drugs. Who knows what it is? But somewhere, man, that wickedness is gonna show, because it's not wiped all the way clean, right? So 90% can be clean, but he still got that 10% wickedness in him that it's gonna, no matter what, it's gonna show, it's gonna come about. It ain't none of them 90% clean. So you get what I'm saying? So, but the point that I'm making is, no matter what, that wickedness will come out. You know? Yeah. It was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger. As, and matter of fact, it was a rabbi, an Edomite rabbi. He read this verse, and he said, see, America, you the younger, you got the serve them, right? When they gotta go to war, who go to war for them? Esau, the American Edomites. See, over there in Iran right now, who's over there building up the military, ready to drop bombs on Iran? United States of America is first, right? Esau, Edom is ready to drop them bombs first because they gotta serve their master, which is Ammon. You know, that's why he called them the Goyim, man. That's why America is nothing but Goyim. Okay, you're the cattle, you're the sheep. You're not the sheep. You're the goat led for their slaughter, right? They lead you anywhere they want, and that's why America's military, they send their sons and daughters at 18 years old to go die for them. You won't see you will never catch a so-called fake Jew, a so-called Jew in the military unless he's controlling it, unless he's a high general. You'll never catch one on the battle. You get what I'm saying? Just like you'll never catch one in the school system. Because this school system is for the fools. It's for the goyim. Alright, what we at? As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua? Yahweh forbid. For he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion.
So it's the point. So look to the Most High. So the Most High will have compassion upon us. That's the Most High's right. The Lord will destroy Edomites. The Most High's right. Man ain't got nothing to say in the Most High's plan.
That's it.
You know.
Ain't a damn thing you can say about
Ain't
it.
nothing the man can say because it's up to the Lord.
That's it.
The Lord justifies who he wants to justify. He condemns who he wants to condemn. And he judges who he wants to judge.
And he shows you all through history. Look how many different nations rule. Right? He gave all the nations.
He destroyed the Jews.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Go back to that. Was that Acts?
Acts chapter 1, verse 1. The former treatise have I made on Theophilus of all that Yahushua begun both to do and teach, until the day in which he was taken up. After that, though the Holy Spirit had given commandments unto the apostles whom he had chosen, to whom also he showed himself alive after his passion by many inflammable proofs, being seen of them 40 days, and speaking of the things pertaining to the kingdom of the Most High. And being assembled together with them, commanded them that they should not depart from Jerusalem, but wait for the promise of the Father, which saith, Ye have heard of me. For John truly baptized with water, but ye shall be baptized with the Holy Spirit not many days hence. When they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel? And he said unto them, It is not for you to know the times of the seasons which the Father hath put in his own power, but ye shall receive power after the Holy Ghost is come upon you.
That's it, and that's the point. So it's not us to know, but Lord willing, it's in this time that we're gonna be set back on top.
Hey, right quick. Hey, you know when you get close to the end, because the end is spiritual. When Jake feel it, you gotta right? The ram should be, word should be listening to that one chick. That one chick was like, oh, this got to be the end times. My mom, 5 million, she said that back in the day. You know what I'm talking about? One lady, she's like, listen. She's like, yeah, my mom and father, they always talk about how times are so bad. He's like, yeah, these times are so fucking horrible now. You know, she's like, it's horrible now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this got to be the end. You can't, you know what I mean? You can't see it no other way. To see the spirit, it's a different spirit on the earth now.
See, it's getting close to that time.
That's it, man. You know, right? It's just getting right. You know, it's ripening up. All these wars, right? All this shit with Trump, and then you know, with the Epstein shit. You know what I mean? They came out talking about how Trump did all them rapes and shit. How he was, but he's still in power. Yet here, that devil? Bill Clinton, right? Monica Lewinsky. He just got his dick sucked, right? She was underneath the podium. He was talking. She was blowing his dick, right? Okay, cool. He got nut on her. Her dress. Yeah, ain't bad. Man gotta get the rocks. See his ugly ass wife? That bitch that he did it with his ugly wife. But still, but you get what I'm saying? So I get it, right? If you with Hillary Clinton, who the fuck wanna be fucking on that? But point being, right? When that devil, they tried to impeach that devil just for getting his rocks off. They tried to get rid of him. Like he did something so horrible and so bad just because he was getting his dick sucked. You know, he was they was at the podium and, she, and nobody knew until she told. She told what happened, right? She told. But point being is, they tried to impeach the man over that shit. And this motherfucker become a pure pedophile. They got rocks and they got fucking letters and all kind of shit. Videos and all kind of shit about the shit that motherfucker was doing to little girls and shit. Ain't this motherfucker still in power?
They know you do stuff.
But that's how you know the spirit is different upon the earth now. You know what I'm saying? They not looking at that. The people don't care no more. Right? What the Lord said, the love of the many should wax worse and worse. It should wax cold. Hey man, because people just like, fuck it, whatever, who cares? Right? Nobody cares no more, man. You know?
Soon they gonna stop caring about little kids, children, babies.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Yeah. They talk about all the bloodletting they was doing. They talk about all the, man, bro, they talk about the shit that was going on FC Islands. Fucking nuts.
Yeah, they were sacrificing something to the devil, bro.
Yeah, man, they was doing some shit,
Jake
bro.
started emulating that shit with each other. Yeah, Jake don't go, sorry, because they got
Jake punk ass was over there too.
Oh, yeah. But then Jake emulate like Diddy. They emulate their master.
Yeah.
He started emulating Esau. So he started using all those unrighteous acts. You know?
And they said that bitch Melania Trump, they said something about she trying to go back to Russia. She trying to go because something about her and Trump, she trying to get away from it. Because of the Watergate House and she trying to run because they on her ass, man. They trying to get this motherfucker impeached. They trying, you got the section of Esau that's trying to get rid of her. Right? And they've been hounding her ass. They say that they think that she done incriminated herself. So they like, man, so the shit was sinking. You know what I'm saying? She already be in what's that, either Mar-a-Lago out in fucking Florida, or she be out here in fucking Trump Tower up in fucking Europe. They said she's trying to get away. And she's naturally Russian. So she's a fucking illegal immigrant, really. Right? She's an immigrant. Why she ain't get sent back? Now, all of them are fucking immigrants. You know what I'm saying? That's the other shit about this system. The president of this system, he's an immigrant. From his whole family's fucking immigrants. They came out of Germany. That's crazy. Yeah, we got time. Go ahead. Huh?
With that Michael?
Yeah,
Micah 4:2. And many nations shall come to say, come and let us go up to the mountains of the Lord and to the house of the Most High of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in the path, for the law shall go forth of Zion, the word of the Lord from Jerusalem.
That's it. So then all this they gonna ask to follow us, man. They want to be under our power. Righteous. They gonna be seeking to be under us. And that's the point, because man, the kingdom that's gonna be so glorious. And the things we're going to be able to do, they're going to be, as far as ever seen. So we're going to be something to be honestly, to be worshipped, to be idolized, man. Go ahead.
And you got to figure, coming out of Jacob's trouble, this shit about to be heavy. You know what I mean? So what's about to transpire? You know what I'm saying? Like you just got to know, you got to know that it's gonna be even heavier, because this shit gonna be so bad that the nations is gonna be like, man, please just rule. You know what I'm saying? You hear me?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And he shall judge among many people and rebuke strong nations afar off, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up a sword against nations, neither shall they learn war anymore.
And that's how you know the fake Jews ain't Israelites, because the war's still going on.
That's it. Hell, they start.
Yeah, certain wars. So when the real people of the Most High come in the land, hey, war is supposed to be ended, man. All their weapons are gonna be fucking shit.
Everybody should be at peace.
Yeah, so basically, no one's gonna kill anyone. There's gonna be no more murder on earth.
Ain't gonna be no homeless. Ain't gonna be no bottoms. I mean, you gonna have the poor, but they not gonna be like,
No, it ain't
with
gonna,
this.
no, it's gonna be average. You know, you're gonna be just regular. You're gonna be able to take care of
Have your own home.
you. Better maintain yourself.
Yeah.
You gotta worry about staying
Right.
and eating. You gonna just, you know, you're gonna just exist, man. As a child does. You know, when a child gradually they just exist. They don't worry about food. They don't worry about, because they think that they might magically just comes up.
No.
It's just magical to them. So it's a magical thing to them. Same thing that's gonna be for us. It's gonna be like this. This is gonna be a thing to have. It's not gonna be something. It's not gonna be.
It's not gonna be like this.
You know, it's not a worry. You know, a child don't worry about somewhere to stay. It's not on their mind. You know, like old boy said, Christian Crowder. He said he actually thinks he's on Oprah. He said, Christian, you know, what happens?
Oh, yeah.
Chris Gardner. He was on the thing. Oprah asked the service. She said, "So, what did you remember about that time?" He said, "I remember because I looked at my dad. He was always there." See, every time I looked up, his dad was always there. So nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. You know, and as a man, you thinking it matters because you're a man, because you thinking because you see it. But he don't give a fuck. It's just like
All he sees is you.
That's all he sees. I just see this guy. I go to sleep to this guy. I wake up to this guy. That's my guy. You know what I'm saying? So whatever my guy's going through, I'm going through. I don't care about my guy. And that's how it was supposed to be. You know? So that's how we gotta be in the faith. You know how a child has faith. It's like blind faith in their father. You don't remember anything. You just following, your parents around without knowing. They're going through all the, the thoughts process for everything for you. You just tread the law. You don't really know what's going on. And that's how we got to do with the Lord. It's just that blind faith. The Most High, Yahweh Shemel Shai, that you look up, the Most High was there. So we ain't worried about it. We ain't worried about it because Yahweh Shemel Shai is always going to be there. Even when sometimes he look like he gone, he come back. He always come back. You know? Go ahead. From that drum.
But they shall sit every man under his vine and under his fig tree, and none shall make them afraid, for the mouth of the Lord of hosts has spoken.
Yes, so every man gonna have their own place. So all nations gonna have their own place, man. It's not gonna be like America where you got neighborhood, you got Edomites, you got fucking Hamites, you got fucking Elamites, you got fucking Asians, you got fucking Moab, Ammon. It's gonna be separate already. It's gonna be we're gonna have a whole area just Israelites, nation of Israelites, a kingdom of Israelites, and another nation they're gonna be coming in, doing commerce, doing trades, and working in and out. But it's gonna be separation.
Paying times.
Yeah, complete. Yeah, paying. Yes, paying.
Sending over their daughters.
Paying them tax fees, and that's what's gonna be. Go ahead.
For all people will walk every one in the name of his power. For all people will walk every one in the name of his God. And he will walk in the name of the Lord our power forever and ever.
And see when they walk in there, they got a fucking big ass beat, right?
That was a whoopie. I think that was a whoopie.
Yeah, they go about it.
I don't know what the fuck that was.
They just come around.
What the fuck is that? You hear from top.
It's about to whack them.
Nah, he go find some good.
And in that day, saith the Lord, will I assemble her that hateth, and I will gather her that is driven out.
That's it. And that's going to happen right now. Most going to gather us up. We've been driven out. Like I said, we're across the 4 corners of the earth. You go read that. I think that's Isaiah 11. Or we'll gather Jake from all over the world. 4 corners of the earth. We've been driven out. We haven't. We've been pushed out and driven out. Go ahead.
And her that I have afflicted. And I will make her that halted a remnant, in her that was cast far off a strong nation. And the Lord shall reign over them in Mount Zion from henceforth even forever. And though O tower of the flocks, the strongholds of the daughters of Zion, and unto thee shall they come, even the first dominion, the kingdom, shall come to the daughter of Jerusalem.
I said the kingdom comes to our Jerusalem. So the kingdom's up. The kingdom is right back to saying. The kingdom is ours, man. Right back to there 654. You know, the world. Who's the world? It's made for the Israelites. It's made for our sakes, our purposes, man. Made for our fucking use, man. You know, it's made for our use, bro. So you know, so all the, you know, all the everything that we see, the gold, you know, the diamonds, and you know, the special ornaments, is, you know, it's made for us, man. It's made for us to inherit. It's made for us to use, man. You know, it's not for no one else but us, man. Go ahead.
Now why doest thou cry out loud? Cry out aloud. Is there no king? Is there no king in thee? Is thy counselor perished? For pigs have taken thee as a woman in travail.
That's it. Romans 28 chapter. The curses. Go ahead.
Be in pain and labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail. For now shalt thou go forth out of the city, and thou shalt dwell in the land, in the field, and thou shalt go even to Babylon. There shalt thou be delivered. There the Lord shall redeem thee from the hand of thy enemy. Now also many nations are gathered against thee, that say, let her be defiled, and let our eye look upon Zion. But they know not that the thoughts of the Lord.
Hey, Slock, you know, every time I hear that Zion, you know what I think about? The Matrix. Because what's their whole point? They're trying to get back to Zion. Zion, you know, all this shit is, you know what I mean? They whether it's about wicked or righteous, or, you know, it's about the Israelites, they always talk about getting back to Zion. We got to get back to Zion. And then you look and see who the head of it was. Jakes. Was the Jake dude, I can't remember his name, light-skinned dude, and then it was what's her name? Jada Pink, right? Always talk about getting back to Zion, right? Morpheus, yeah, and then there was another, and then that light-skinned Jake, I can't think of that dude's name. He was like the head of when they went, when Morpheus was the head of them, but the head of Morpheus and them was that they had like a board.
Yeah.
Remember they had like a board? And it was Jake, like old Jake lady. And then it was the Jake young, the way he was old, but he was, everybody seemed like in his 40s or something. He was a light skinned Jake dude. Yeah, they're always talking about getting back to Zion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're gonna get back to it.
But they know not the thoughts of the Lord, neither understand they his counsels, for he shall gather them as the sheaves into the floor. Arise and thresh, O daughter of Zion, for I will make thy horn iron, and I will make thy host brass.
Lord will make us strong.
Arise and thresh.
And thou shalt beat in pieces many people, and I will consecrate their gain unto Yahweh.
And many people goes into many nations. All the nations is gonna get it. Okay, all the nations gonna feel the wrath of Yahweh Bashim Al Shah, because all the nations has taken part in our downfall. Now, all the nations are not the chief giver of our hell, but they have colluded, and they've accepted, they've
they dogs.
That's it. And
They got their little piece.
Yeah, they got their piece too. What's that when the police say if you with somebody right now, say your brother committed a crime, I ain't telling him to commit a crime. He's standing right here. When he with y'all, then y'all are accomplice. That's it, right? Hey, we're suing. What's that? Psalms the 83rd chapter. That's it.
And I will consecrate their gain unto Yahweh, and their substance unto Yahweh Shah of the whole earth.
That's it. So the Most High will restore us and get us back everything back. On top.
Well, it said that in Micah. What's that? What's that saying there? Micah, is that the 4th chapter?
Yeah, we just read that.
This is
Yeah. No, yeah. Oh, damn. That's where you at? Oh, okay. Damn. I'm so sorry. But it said, hold on. Yeah. Okay. I was trying to see. did that too, you know, Jeremiah 51. Isaiah 41. Yeah, gotta wield the sword, man. Is it 41 and 11? Isaiah 41. Right here, this Isaiah chapter 41 and 1. Keep silence before me, O isles, and let the people renew their strength. Let them come near, then let them speak. Let us come near together to judgment. Who raised up the righteous man from the east, called him to his foot, gave the nations before him, and made him rule over kings. He gave them as the dust to his sword, and as driven stubble to his bow. You know, and that's what they got coming. And that's the nation. Right along with Esau, Edom, and the rest of the nations. They got that coming too. You know? There's more on it, but you know, that was it. I was just pretty much. That's pretty much. Is it? Yeah, that's pretty. I mean, it's a lot more on it. Oh, okay, here we go. This other part. 13. I could have read the whole thing, but I'm not reading the whole thing. But 13. For I, the Lord, thy power, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, fear not, I will help thee. Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel, I will help thee, saith the Lord, power Yahweh Shema Shai, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument, having teeth.
Yep, going back to the iron, Moses gonna make it strong. Yep.
That's it. Thou shalt thresh the mountains,
The governments, yep.
and beat them small, and shall make the hills as chaff. And that's all the nations on the earth, man. That's Elam, Moab, Ammon, right? Esau, and all the rest of them, man. That's it, man. The Lord, hey, Yahweh Shema Shai gonna make Jake a weapon of war. We're gonna become what Samson was, but on a super higher level, right? Not on a fleshly level, but we're gonna get it on the spirit, through the spiritual level of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. Right? And beat them small, and shall make the hills as chaff. Thou shalt fan them, and the wind shall carry them away. I mean, it's gonna be powder. Gonna be not like, hey, like right now, with all this fucking wind get the blowing, and all the dust get the blowing away, man. It's gonna be like nothing.
It ain't nothing.
Like it ain't shit. Right? Shall carry them away, and the whirlwind shall scatter them, and thou shalt rejoice in the Lord thy power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, and shall glory in the Holy One of Israel.
Alright, so with that, we give our praise himself now.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Ba'ashem Rekakudash.
It reminds me to the boss of the millstone. With that,
Shalom, Babal.